What to wear on a cruise is one of the most commonly asked questions we get here at Planet Cruise. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned veteran of the seas, maybe looking for a different experience with another cruise line, what to pack for all the different events and dress codes can be a bit of a minefield. Some people love the sense of occasion and getting their tux out for a posh dinner. Others want to don their favourite Hawaiian shirt and put on their flip-flops and relax by the pool, and some want to do both. The dress code and level of formality on a cruise varies not only by the line, but also what that night's event is and what venue you're in. Therefore, what to wear during your cruise is definitely something you should take into consideration before picking which cruise line to sail with. Now, we know there's a lot of information to take on board with this, and it can get a bit overwhelming as you research which cruise is best for you. And this is why we've compiled this simple but informative guide of everyone's favourite cruise lines, so you can choose the best one for you and have the perfect onboard experience. But first, here are some useful general tips of what to wear on a cruise. Number 1, never wear shorts, vests or flip-flops in the dining room after 6 p.m. Number 2, never go inside sopping wet and without a shirt or cover-up dress. Number 3, dress according to the weather. Even if you're in the Caribbean, take a cardigan as it can get chilly in the evenings and the aircon could be on max. Number 4, think about what to wear on the days you go ashore when in more conservative countries like Dubai. Remember headscarves and to cover your arms as appropriate. Number 5, pack sensible, comfy shoes. You might not need hiking boots to climb Everest, and you might not be in danger of slipping on a wet, rocking deck in your stilettos, but something in the middle like running trainers or tennis shoes should do the trick. At least have them packed and ready should you need them. Better to have a fallback than a fall over. Number 6, make sure to check what theme nights will be taking place on your cruise. These events are always loads of fun and a great chance to let your hair down and meet like-minded people. These could be anything from tropical or colour themes to 80s nights, pirates and cowboys, or even the best of British. So let's start having a look at some of those cruise lines, starting with Cunard Cruises, and we've given Cunard a formality rating of 5 stars, and that's because Cunard is seen throughout the cruising world as the pinnacle of sophistication and setting the standards when it comes to traditional luxury cruising. I should know, I spent 3 years working with them as an entertainment director. Now, with their famous gala nights, grills, suites and famed White Star service, a cruise on a Cunard ship paints pictures of grand dances in Queen Mary II's ballroom, penguin suits and sequin gowns. For Cunard fans, Cunard's formal nights are the real highlight, and they really invite you to dress to impress. These nights typically consist of a pre-dinner drink and then a glamorous multi-course meal in the main restaurant before dancing in the ballroom. And you'll be told well in advance what night is formal or not, and which venues observe which dress code beforehand. And if you don't feel like it that evening, there's always a relaxed bite in the buffet. Now, if you do have a wardrobe issue or you forgot to pack something, don't worry, because you can rent suits on board, and there's also a resident seamstress for any emergencies. On gala nights, gents should wear a tuxedo, dinner jacket or dark suit, complete with waistcoat, bow or tie. And if you like channeling your inner James Bond or Gatsby, you will love gala night. Meanwhile, the ladies usually don a cocktail dress or evening gown, or alternatively an elegant trouser suit. Gala nights are also a great occasion to dust down your traditional national dress for the special occasion. Just bear in mind they mean formal ceremonial dress, such as kilts, military uniforms or shawanis, not flat caps. Now, did you know Ed Sheeran wasn't allowed to dine anywhere but the buffet on Cunard's transatlantic voyage on Queen Mary II, as he only packed check shirts, Converse and scruffy jeans? Nice factoid, that. Now, there are different dress codes with Cunard, depending on the evening you're on, and the most common one is smart attire, and they use this one on the majority of evenings. It's substantially more relaxed in comparison to the gala nights, but it still keeps the classiness and sense of occasion that makes Cunard so special for many. Typically worn after 6 p.m. in the dining venues and cocktail bars and entertainment venues, men are expected to wear smart shoes, chinos or trousers, a shirt and a blazer. For the ladies, a classy jumpsuit or dress with elegant shoes is perfect. There's also relaxed evenings. So if you've had a really tough day sightseeing on one of the world's most sought after destinations, you can rest assured knowing you will still have a good time on board a Cunard ship without making much of an effort. Some nights are assigned as these relaxed evenings, and you'll find venues such as the buffet, the Golden Lion pub and the nightclub as a great place to hang here. Now, all cruise lines ask that you don't wear ripped jeans, sleeveless shirts, shorts or sandals inside during these times. During the day, you're free to wear whatever's comfortable as long as a certain level of taste is observed. For those of you cruising the hot and humid Caribbean especially, you will be pleased to hear casual shorts, shirts and shoes, sandals and sun hats are all welcome, as are comfy trainers, which are very recommended for shore excursions. So our second cruise line that we're looking at is P&O. And with P&O Cruises, we've given them a formality rating of 3 stars. And that's because they are a traditionally British cruise line, not quite as old school and maybe formal as Cunard, but still catering to all tastes and occasions on their wonderful cruises. Now, during the day, P&O are very laid back, and the appropriate designated evening attire is to be observed from 6 p.m. So, for formal nights, which are referred to as gala evenings on board or black tie, P&O are pretty much the same as Cunard, with classy drinks and the glamour of a sit-down dinner. However, you won't find the dedicated ballrooms with P&O's fleet. On formal nights, men are to wear tuxedos or dinner jackets with a waistcoat, bow tie, and then women can choose between smart pantsuits and elegant dresses. Again, guests are welcome to wear formal, national or traditional costume if they wish. Then we have the casual evenings, and to get an idea of what to wear on the casual evening, the level of formality is about the same as if you were going out to celebrate a birthday or anniversary in a restaurant. So smart denim trousers, polo or button shirts and tops are welcome for both genders, or a nice dress if you prefer for both genders. Now, a smart blazer or cardigan is perfect for chilly nights too. Just leave the football shirts, trainers, trackies and vests in the wardrobe. There's also theme nights and fancy dress nights, and P&O theme nights are extremely popular. They're a great way to let your hair down with some 70s, 80s, tropical or black and white fun. If you're not wanting to join in the theme, then just follow the night's standard dress code as written in the daily programme. For the 70s and 80s nights, get your permed wig on, your flares and neon jumpsuits. No old school rollerblades though. Keep those at home. Now, for tropical nights, your most horrendous Hawaiian shirt, a grass skirt and flower necklaces are appropriate. Meanwhile, black and white night is actually formal, with the clothes the same as gala nights, but with the colour-based theme making you look more like a classic black and white film. Please note, though, that aside from those dedicated theme nights and special events like Halloween and Christmas, P&O don't permit fancy dress, costumes or novelty outfits for stag or hen parties, particularly if you've got those kind of crass personalised messages on them. This only applies to the adults, though, so if your child has a favourite superhero costume, go for it. Now, daytime on a shore with P&O, it's all about destination focused attire. So the aim is about being comfy and sensibly dressed, and of course, depending on the weather, your choice of maybe cozy coats and rugged shoes for the Norwegian fjords and summer dresses and shorts for the Caribbean. One of the most important things to bear in mind is sensible shoes, whether chilling around the decks on a sea day or for sightseeing ashore. The only thing to remember when taking a dip in the pool is to always wear footwear indoors and don't go dripping everywhere in soggy trunks inside. Take a towel and dry off before charging to the buffet or the bar. Now, did you know P&O Cruises have both adult-only and child-friendly ships, so you can pick the perfect cruise experience depending on you and your particular group's needs. Next up, number 3, let's look at Cruise and Maritime Voyages, and we've given them also a formality rating of 3 stars. They're quite relaxed, despite their cruises being child-free, unless specified, of course, otherwise. Due to the medium size of their ships, you don't have quite as much choice when it comes to venues in the evenings, and as a result, they usually host 2 formal nights on board every 6 days on average, but it is your choice exactly how much you push the boat out. You don't have to worry about not being allowed in for dinner without putting on sequins or a dicky bow, but make sure there's no pool wear such as flip-flops and vests. They don't like those, of course, in the restaurant. During the day and ashore, the focus is on comfort, so dress for the weather conditions appropriately and, of course, pack some sensible shoes. Next up, let's have a look at a big favourite, Royal Caribbean. And we've given Royal Caribbean a formality rating of 2 stars. Like all American-style cruise lines, Royal Caribbean are typically more relaxed than British cruise lines, particularly over their traditions. So if you're looking to totally relax without raising any eyebrows, but still have a sense of occasion when it suits you, this cruise line is a great option. With Royal, you can lounge by the pool and have all the fun you want in the sun during the day, and then stay in the same clothes in the evening, and that's absolutely fine. Alternatively, due to the sheer size and array of venue options on board, there's always a specialty restaurant where you can get dressed up and celebrate a very special occasion. Now, Royal Caribbean usually host a formal night on the second evening once you've all settled in, and then on the 5th or 6th evening before the end of a typical cruise itinerary. Here, your standard dark suit and tie, or tux with bow, or cocktail dresses or evening gowns are fine, but no one will raise any eyebrows if you just wear a nice button shirt, or put on a dress, or maybe a suit with a jacket. And did you know you can rent a tuxedo once on board, which is always a bonus? Now, the bane of everyone who receives a wedding or birthday invite and doesn't know what to wear is the idea of smart casual. Luckily, Royal Caribbean provides some guidelines to avoid this minefield, saying shirts and blazers are typical for guys and skirts and dresses and pantsuits for the ladies. When it comes to what they class as casual attire, pretty much you can wear whatever you like. T-shirts, vests, tops, jeans and shirts are all good. Just remember not to go inside while soaking wet in trunks, and again, no sandals or vests in the restaurants for dinner, with the exception of the buffet. For the theme nights, and Royal have a wide variety of theme nights to enjoy, such as the black and white night, the country and western, the masquerade ball, or of course their famous toga parties. However, the most popular have to be the music era themes, such as the 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s. The highlight of Royal Caribbean's theme nights are the floating festivals, and they're a perfect holiday for a group of like-minded mates. They're especially dedicated cruising itineraries with the atmosphere of a music festival at sea, and focused on themes of either 80s, disco or West End and Broadway show musicals. At these events, you can dress up and see the live shows and other events during the day, such as meet and greets with your favourite stars of that era. Let's have a look at celebrity cruises. And we've given celebrity cruises a formality rating of 4 stars. Celebrity are more modern in their approach than most British cruise lines, but are more formal and sophisticated than many of the other American lines. And this happy medium should strike a nice balance for couples who want modern life with all the trimmings, with doses of glamour on their cruise holiday too. Now, celebrity cruises don't go full on formal with their dinners, but when you're sitting in the lounges, you will often feel like you're on the set of a James Bond movie because they're very classy. So Celebrity have rebranded their formal nights as Evening Chic, which I quite like, and these are held once on short cruises and twice on cruises over 6 nights. And Evening Chic lies in the middle of formal and smart casual, if that kind of makes sense. So they advise a cocktail dress or designer jeans and a top for women and a shirt and blazer for the guys. However, if you want to tux it up, you still can, and you're sure to see a few of your fellow cruisers go for the kind of Casino Royale look on the chic nights. Now, they also do smart casual, and that's pretty much the rest of the time when we're not doing the chic. And Celebrity recommends smart casual day or night attire with jeans, polo shirts, blouses, cardigans. They're all welcome. The only strict rules to follow are no t-shirts, swimming outfits, bare feet, vests or caps in the dining venues, and no shorts or flip-flops in the evenings. Now, let's move on to Norwegian Cruise Lines, and we've given them a formality rating of just 1 star. Another one of these amazing American cruise lines. They're all about kids and families having fun thanks to their freestyle approach to cruising. And here the focus really is on relaxing and having a good time, and that means really feeling comfortable in your own skin. Now, officially, there is no formal night with Norwegian Cruise Lines. They prefer to see this as a theme night with their popular kind of dress up or not evenings, which pretty much says everything you need to know. They also have smart casual evenings, and these are recommended when dining in the evening in a specialty dining venues or the main restaurant. Labelled as all decked out, men are welcome to wear smart jeans and a collared shirt, and women a nice dress or top. For kids, nice shorts are fine too, and if you don't fancy it, just head to the buffet. Now, did you know there's no stress dressing your kids with Norwegian Cruise Lines? A nice top is fine, even for the formal occasions and for the main venues. Now, for the theme nights, Norwegian, again, don't have a strict code here too much. They've got the dress up or dress not night for the formal nights, which is a great opportunity to get your glad rags on if you want to. Meanwhile, another popular theme night is the white hot party, where everyone is encouraged to put on whatever they have that's white. It really doesn't matter exactly what, so you have an excuse to draw a blank if you want. Now, when it comes to the rules, Norwegian Cruise Lines, as we said, have a very relaxed attitude when it comes as to what to wear. But they do have to draw the line somewhere. And when it comes to what they want to avoid, they do say no vests, shorts and flip-flops, caps or swimwear in the main dining venue or the specialty restaurants. Apart from that, it's pretty much up to you. So there we go. What to wear on board a cruise holiday. Hopefully that's been really helpful. If you do want to know more, maybe you're looking to cruise with a line that we haven't put on this video, or maybe you need more detailed information in preparation for your cruise, then you can find everything you need to know about which cruise line has which dress code and what to pack in our FAQ, frequently asked questions section, which is on our website. I've put a link in the description below, so it makes it a bit more simple for you. Also, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because by doing this, you'll stay up to date with all our ship tour videos, all our cruise tips, all of our cruise news and much, much more. Thanks for watching. Keep cruising and we'll see you again soon. Hi everyone, thanks very much for watching the video. Please don't forget to comment and subscribe below, and remember to click the bell to get those notifications turned on. And if you're looking for more fantastic travel content like this, then click on the videos to the right. It will be really, really informative. Or you can click on the planet logo to the left and go to our website for some really fantastic deals. Thanks for watching.